Maloney! Stephen Naismith scores! Maloney! Bannon for Fletcher! Stephen Fletcher!
Little Big Shot loves all things natural. But what is natural? No. It's a little drink packed full of fruit juice with added B vitamins and deep ocean water. Free from caffeine and taurine, Little Big Shot is simply a tasty drink made with natural fruit juice. Little Big Shot, a little drink bursting with big flavour. Available now.
Scotland's National Football Stadium, Hampden Park in Glasgow, and a very warm welcome to our exclusive live coverage of the Little Big Shot Youth Cup Final 2015. Our two finalists between them have won this competition 9 times out of the last 10 years. It's the biggest rivalry in Scottish football as defending cup holders Rangers take on Celtic. The stage is set then for what's sure to be a gripping encounter with the usual fire and passion of an Old Firm fixture. Well, after discussions among the SFA, Celtic, Rangers and the police, it was decided not to put tickets for tonight's match on public sale. So tickets have been made available through the club's community and academy programmes for young fans, players and club staff. As a result, we're expecting a large audience to join us from all over the world, and we hope you'll enjoy our live coverage wherever you are. I'm Ken McRobb, and I'm joined in the commentary box tonight by Callum Pattison. Evening, Callum.
Evening, Ken. Great to be here.
Well, there's a National Cup at stake tonight. The venue is Hampden Park, the National Stadium. Those elements in themselves provide a platform for a big occasion, but there's no doubt that the Celtic Rangers factor adds so much more for both the players and the fans.
Absolutely, an Old Firm game, whether you're a supporter by the side or just a general lover of football, it just gets the chills down your spines. It's going to be a great contest, and at Hampden Park, the fans that are getting in, family members and the players and the like, they're going to enjoy it, so hopefully they'll make a bit of noise and hopefully it'll be a great game.
That's what they're playing for, the trophy. And it's not just that, though. It's pride, it's passion, and everything else that goes with it. And for Rangers, arguably, a chance tonight for some revenge following last month's defeat in the Glasgow Cup by Celtic.
Yeah, the under-17s level, and it was a really tight game. Then late goals by Josh Kerr and Mark Hill done the job for them, and a 2-0 victory over Rangers. And you suspect Rangers, it doesn't matter what level of football you're playing in an Old Firm, the next fixture is the one you want to win, and especially in Rangers' case, they'll be looking to get some vengeance, and it'll be interesting to see whether they can cope with maybe being slight underdogs tonight.
Well, Rangers, of course, the current holders, and a dramatic final with a dramatic conclusion to it last season at St Mirren Park. 2 each between Rangers and Hearts, and then the penalty shootout, which was won by Rangers after 15 penalties.
Yeah, Liam Kelly, the goalkeeper, certainly was a hero. He's been a hero as well in the cup run this season, and I know in an interview this week he was talking about how he's prepared for penalty shootouts, he's confident for penalty shootouts, so he's certainly, I don't know if that's maybe a little bit of mind games for an Old Firm fixture, that he's basically saying, come and take the balls at me in a penalty shootout if it gets that far. So he's confident, definitely was a hero last year, and who knows, he may well be a big impact in this game for the Rangers side.
Same again tonight. If it's not concluded after 90 minutes, we go to extra time, and then the possibility of a penalty shootout. We'll be hearing more from Callum over the course of tonight, but your opinions are just as important to us, and we'd like to hear your thoughts and your reactions over the course of tonight's match. To send us a tweet, use the hashtag Youth Cup Final, and we'll read out the best of your messages. So we're not too far away from kick-off. We're just waiting for the teams to come out. Let's have a look, though, at how they managed to get here to Hampden Park. And it all started way back in November for Celtic and for Rangers. On the 2nd of November, in fact, Celtic played their third round match against Motherwell, and a 2-0 victory. In the 4th round, they met Dundee United up at Tannadice and won that one by 3-0. The quarter-final saw Celtic up against Hamilton Accies. That was a lot tighter match. 2 goals by Donnelly saw them through, winning 2-1 in the end. And then in the semi-final, Celtic 6, Hibs 0. Rangers route to goal we'll come to in just a moment, but the teams now making their way out onto the pitch. And an auspicious moment for them, and indeed the mascots who go with them. The referee tonight is Matthew McDermott, as the teams take their place ready for the line-up before kick-off in the final itself. So the Celtic players, there's a fair bit of youth experience and some first-team experience too in that. The Rangers side, well, again, some experience there, notably the likes of Fraser Aird, with some 81 first-team appearances under his belt, as the players go through their pre-match ritual before the final. Rangers, as I said, made their way by beating Spartans 4-0 in the 3rd round back in November. A 2-0 victory against Queen of the South. It was goalless against St Johnstone, and then a single goal beat Ayr United. And here goes the Celtic side for tonight then. Jordan Hart in goal. We expect a back four of Sam Wardrop, Owen O'Connell, Stuart Findlay and Kieran Tierney. Jamie Lindsay and Conor McManus, the holding players in midfield, with Aidan Nesbitt, Luke Donnelly and Callum Waters playing 3 behind the front man Paul McMullen. Luke Donnelly with 6 goals so far in this competition, including 4 in that 6-0 semi-final win against Hibs. And so to the Rangers side, Liam Kelly, the hero, as we said, from last season's cup final win in that dramatic penalty shootout against Hearts, is the man in goal. Back four, skipper Ryan Cinnamon, Craig Halkett, Luca Gasparotto and Ross McCrory. Fraser Aird, a very experienced player, will we expect to play alongside Kevin Mbabu on loan from Newcastle United as holding players in midfield, with Tom Walsh, Darren Ramsey and Jamie Mills, the 3 behind Ryan Hardy, the striker. And Ryan Hardy is not short of goals. He's hit 3 so far in this competition, and I'm sure he'd be looking to add to that tally tonight. It's, Sam Ward, Ryan Cinnamon, the captain of Rangers, just trotting off, and Conor McManus is the skipper for Celtic tonight. He'll take his place in midfield. So the traditional Celtic huddle, no matter whether it's under 20s, under 19s, first team, you name it, it's now tradition. And the Celtic players with the last few words to each other. It's high fives for the Rangers players as they prepare for this Little Big Shot Youth Cup final 2015 at Hampden Park. It's all coming your way live this evening, and the players just now lining up, waiting for the referee to get things underway. Matthew McDermott will blow his whistle in just a moment or two, and will be off and running. And there it goes. The match is underway, and immediately Celtic on the offensive with the long ball played out to the left, but well handled there by Cinnamon, the Rangers skipper.
Be interesting to see, Ken, how things start. Celtic may well be the slight favourites with more goals scored and higher up in the table in the domestic league this season. So it should be very interesting to see if maybe they have the slight ascendancy, but you don't want to concede an early goal, especially in this occasion of an old firm final.
A lot of interest right throughout the club in matches like this. Scott Brown, the Celtic skipper, took the pre-match warm-up for the Celtic side this evening at Hampden. He's been involved quite a bit with the development squad this season and playing his part tonight, but not on the field. In the meantime, it'll be Rangers' Jamie Mills to take the throw looks for a bit of movement, throws it down the touchline, but Celtic quickly regain possession. And here they come forward again. But Rangers should manage to get this one clear, and the whistle goes. It's a foul on Fraser Aird.
It certainly looks like Celtic have got this sort of three-pronged attack up front if they want to get forward. They played that once or twice earlier on in this competition. I know in the early third round against Motherwell they played sort of a three-pronged attack and it worked fairly well. And it looks like when they get the chance they're going to bomb on forward.
So the free kick will be taken by Liam Kelly. As Rangers try to get forward for the first time, they have an opportunity now. Tom Walsh plays that one across the penalty area. Well, waiting for it was Jamie Mills, but Celtic have managed to clear the lines and they should get this one downfield now. Always nervy moments in the opening stages of any match, let alone any cup final. The question is which team is likely to settle first, as Rangers once again clear the lines.
It's been very even Stevens the first couple of minutes or so, so looks like both have settled down fairly quickly. Doesn't look like an early sign of nerves out there.
Celtic trying to get moving forward again. Not quite sure Craig Halkett knew where that one was, but Celtic have possession once more. A ball played forward, that should be tidied up by Cinnamon. But Celtic with the throw. Certainly most of the early action has been in Rangers half. Crossed by Tierney, blocked. He gets a second opportunity, but well, Fraser Aird had the opportunity to get that one away, but Celtic have possession again. And that was out for a throw.
Bit of joy down the left-hand side for Celtic early on. You see they're getting the ball quite a bit in that final third, but not really doing anything in and around the box as yet. But certainly in that left-hand side, there is a bit of a gap there which they've exploited early on.
Here comes Celtic again, this time choosing the option of going through the middle. Now out on the left with Tierney. Does well, gets a decent crossover as well. Chance at the back post as the ball's knocked back in. And the shot comes in, but it's blocked and eventually cleared. And a few signs of relief, I think, from the Rangers defenders. But the Celtic try to come again. It's Ryan Cinnamon who takes the ball away and puts it out of play. But certainly early pressure from Celtic, and the team looking the likelier of the two at the moment.
Indeed, it was a great early ball in there, and in the mix was McManus waiting to get it back and was trying to take his time and get the shot in, and it was fairly powerful hit, but came off the Rangers defender and they managed to get it away.
So Celtic keep the pressure on with the opportunity now with a throw. It will be taken by Callum Waters. Waters just waits. Gets the return, tries to get the cross in. It's blocked by Walsh and at the expense of a corner kick.
Good chance to get a good delivery, first corner kick of the game. Stamp your mark on the game, and with the early good start it has been from Celtic, a good chance to get a decent delivery in.
Aidan Nesbitt entrusted with the corner kick. Plenty of options for him waiting inside that penalty area, but that was a set piece. I'm not convinced it came off for Celtic, but they still have the ball, or they had, until eventually it's cleared downfield by Halkett. But Celtic once again in possession, lots of early pressure, and the Rangers defenders having their work cut out for them so far. Free kick to Rangers, so that'll just ease the pressure, at least momentarily. Rangers not in a hurry to take it, or Fraser Aird appear to be. Garsperato plays it long, but it's easily dealt with. Rangers have it again. The experience of Aird. Now Kevin Mbabu on loan from Newcastle United, hasn't made a first team appearance in the semi-final against Ayr United. Rangers will try again down this right hand side. Simon driving forward himself. He's got the support there of Tom Walsh, who takes over. And now Babu swings that one across to the far side, but it's dealt with by Sam Wardrop.
Good bit of possession there, although they weren't really doing anything in the attack in third, but Rangers are just last minute or so getting a few passes together, getting their feet in the ball. After it's been Celtic for 2 or 3 minutes, they kind of just need to get a little bit of feet in the game, and say they've not looked any nerves or anything, the Rangers, but at least they've got a bit of possession in their hands and maybe try and get an attack going.
See them on trying there, but Celtic managing to tidy that one up. Now a chance for them to try and build something from the back through O'Connell. Wardrop comes inside. It's a good challenge there by Fraser Aird. A long-range effort. That's not far away at all from Darren Ramsey. Well, that was fully 35 yards that he struck that one from. Ian Durant will be well pleased with that effort on goal.
That was a lot of mistake and picked up well, and for not having much in the game so far, that was worth the dig possibly from that range just to get a foot in, and well, not far away at all, especially from looking at the replay there, just over the bar. Very good effort indeed. Did give John Hart a bit of a gliff.
So Rangers showing their teeth, although the early pressures come from Celtic. The danger is undoubtedly there from the Ibrox side as well. We'll give them some encouragement too. And here they come again. It's Ramsey playing that one long. It's a big ask. And eventually the ball goes behind.
No, it's definitely what they wanted. Rangers try and get back into the game after the early start from Celtic, the early pressure, and yeah, you see it there again from that angle, not far away at all from Ramsey, and I think it looks like already Fraser Aird's going to be the experienced player in that team, not part of the senior plans at the moment, getting some more experience at this level, and very much already playmaking in the centre of the park.
Slipped there by Jordan Hart, but he manages to recover at the second attempt, gets the ball downfield. Headed forward by Babu and nodded on by Tom Walsh, but Celtic again play this one long and high. It's Halkett who gets it away. Actually have to be called into action again. Back it goes to Liam Kelly. Quickly closed down, but Kelly gets that one out to McCrory. He's dispossessed. Celtic have an opportunity here to try and build something. Edge of the area. They need to get this right into the danger end. They keep possession. Played in by Wardrop, takes a deflection, and that's tamely through in the end for Liam Kelly.
I think they had too many ideas and too many options on. There was 3 or 4 players in and around the box there. Could have went to anyone. I think there was a bit of space right on the edge of the D, but they decided to go a different route, not quite what they wanted, but it's certainly been very entertaining and lively in the first almost 10 minutes since Rangers came back into it. Both teams are certainly exchanging blows pretty well in the opening stages.
In steps Walsh. Rory. And Jamie Mills. Forward it goes to Tom Walsh, who switched across there to the left. Back to the experienced Fraser Aird. Tries to play that one through, and that will be a corner.
I think the keeper just misreading that a little bit, but you never are quite sure with a little deflection. But Fraser Aird again getting in and amongst things in the middle to the final third of the park, and you see the keeper there just a little bit confused with what to do, but you're never quite 100% with a deflection.
Darren Ramsey will take the corner for Rangers. Good one into the 6-yard box, but right across the penalty area. Babu will chase, but he won't win that race.
That was a terrific ball as well, and that was a statement from Rangers' first corner. Really good delivery, just a little bit too high for 1 or 2 heads. It was just about the perfect speed for someone, if they were a little bit taller, a couple of inches taller, to try and get something on it, but decent corner anyway, and it's a statement of intent.
Waters plays it long, looking for Paul McMullen, but Rangers managed to tidy things up at the back. A real battle going on there, and the referee decides that Luke Donnelly was not fair in the challenge, so it's a free kick to Rangers, which Fraser Aird will take. Short to Halkett, back to Aird. Trying to squeeze that one through, but didn't succeed, and Celtic should get this one away. Gathered there by Babu. Chooses the option of the pass back. And Rangers work it all the way back to Liam Kelly. Flicked on by Walsh. Chasing to the corner for Ryan Hardy. And Hardy wins it. Good ball inside for Tom Walsh. And that was well spotted and ably cleared, and it had to be as well.
Indeed it did, and first time Ryan Hardy's really got into the mix there, and he's a bit of quality. He's a star in the making, of being part of the first team, and very good stuff there. Not quite the ball that he would have wanted in the end, but another chance if they can get a good delivery here.
So corner this time on the right. Again, a good delivery, and there were bodies at the back post, but Celtic managed to hook that one clear.
Certainly was another decent delivery, just bobbing around a little bit, but they hack it away anyway, Celtic, and danger averted.
Just over 12 minutes of the game gone, and certainly some enterprising football played so far, but no goals just as yet. Oh, but there was an opportunity. Celtic at times are just looking a little bit, I don't know whether it's nerves or just lack of concentration, but there are problems in defence.
Yeah, it seemed okay to start with, but now maybe a little bit of pressure. They had a bit of ball the first 5 minutes. Rangers have kind of woken up into things in the final third, and now Jordan Hart was a little bit lucky there, did enough, and his defence did enough in the end to get the ball away. But again, a little bit of a misplace there, and a bit of a physical challenge, and it's probably the first one of the night. It's not bad, 13 minutes.
It is a free kick. Well, I tell you, in a Celtic Rangers match, to go 13 minutes without a heavy challenge is something special. So no real surprises. And it was Babu who was in the receiving end.
Yeah, it was a strong challenge, that's for sure. Definitely worth the free kick.
Jamie Mills then will take it. Another opportunity. Rangers, having been under pressure in the opening 5 minutes, have certainly worked their way back into this game, now providing possibly more of the threat as Mills waits. Posse of players right across the 18-yard line, so options are plenty for him. But the referee doesn't penetrate the penalty area. He'll have another opportunity perhaps here. He's going to win the ball first, and he doesn't win the ball, but he does win the throw.
Not the best deliveries there, but still down in that corner, and Celtic being penned in a little bit last minute or two. This with a chance with a throw with Cinnamon, see what he can do.
Well, Rangers happy to
I think it's a
take
lucky
the
corner
kick, yep. And once again, it'll be Darren Ramsey who'll come across to take this one. Ramsey, 19 years of age, he's been at Rangers since he was 9 years old and just worked his way through the ranks. He scored the semi-final winner against St Mirren last season, and here's his corner kick. Again, it's good. Rangers have an opportunity, but Gasparotto just couldn't really turn and shoot on target at the same time. And then the ball racing down the other end. And Cinnamon gets it back to Kelly, who's out of his area. Very quickly switches play back down towards the Celtic penalty area. And Rangers trying to come again down this right-hand side. Good challenge, though.
Close stuff again there from Rangers, but Celtic getting it away again. I thought Gasparotto would try and get the turn and get half a shot away, but not quite the striker's touch. That's why he's playing further back the pitch. But again, another very good delivery, so it's something that you never know they might capitalise on later in the game.
Cinnamon leaves it for Tom Walsh. Good delivery into the penalty area, but just above the head of Ryan Hardy. And it's taken by Jordan Hart.
Another great delivery there, absolutely superb ball in, just whipped into a dangerous area, just a little bit too high for anyone to get anything on, and Celtic really need to start getting a bit of ball again. Rangers had a minute or so when they were under a bit of pressure though, and they got the ball, and now they've taken over really. What can Celtic do?
Well, here's the answer, but the offside flag is up, so that particular 40 forward comes to an end.
Yeah, so as I was saying there, Rangers when after the first 5 minutes, so they just played about with the ball for a minute or two, just get a few passes together, and that's how they just built a little bit of confidence to go forward. And after the last 7 or 8 minutes, where Rangers have had a few corners, 1 or 2 free kicks, and 1 or 2 little quarter chances, you could say, in and around the box, Celtic just need to maybe get their feet on the ball and a few phases of passes and just get themselves back into, because at the moment Rangers have turned this one around in terms of possession.
Yeah, but again, Babu with a header forwards, anyone flicks that one on, played inside. This is a good play by Rangers. Darren Ramsey successfully picking out McCrory on the far side. The question is whether he can get the cross into the box, and the answer is no, but he does win a corner.
A lot of space out there for McCrory, and another chance for a good set piece from there, and plenty of blue jerseys going in there, plenty of hoops coming back to defend as well.
McCrory just being beaten in the challenge by Aidan Nesbitt, and so the corner once again will be taken by Darren Ramsey. Tommy McIntyre, the Celtic coaches, looks on as Ramsey delivers into the penalty area, and that was off the head of Kevin Babu and behind for a goal kick.
Not far away, was it? Towering up ahead of everyone. I was going to say a moment or so ago that along with Fraser and Mamu, you can tell, coming from Newcastle, he seems a bit of quality about him, and very good delivery in, just curling in there, and not quite the header he would have wanted right at the end, but towering above anyone else. But again, another fizzing ball in, whipped ball in, and almost a decent outcome for Rangers, but Celtic survive again.
Celtic looking to try and put some pressure on the Rangers defence. Now Liam Kelly's going to have to look sharp here, but he gets there first, makes the clearance, and the ball headed out of play by Owen O'Connell.
Wonder if Liam Kelly's been taking some, or watching some DVDs of Manuel Neuer, because that was very Manuel Neuer-esque a little bit there. Confidence certainly up with penalty shootouts. Wonder if he's been brushing up in other areas.
Simmons gets the ball back, Halkett, and returns to Kelly. 1-1 there by O'Connell. A slip by McGrory. It's an opportunity for Celtic, but the whistle goes, and that's a free kick.
I think a bit of a cynical one there, Ken. I think he was motoring on there. I think a little tug back in the jersey just to stop anything happening.
Smile on the face there of Aidan Nesbitt. He certainly got away from McGrory.
Just a little tug there, Ken, and that was enough just to bring him down, and a definite free kick.
Question is, what can Celtic make of this? So certainly a set piece opportunity, and 4 of the Celtic players over the ball. Aidan Nesbitt fancies it himself. Tommy McIntyre on the sidelines. It's nail-biting time already, and we've only gone 90 minutes into the game. So wait to see what Celtic can put into plan here. It's a long-range effort, takes a deflection and is past the post, but a corner for Celtic.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to get over the wall, didn't come up and down quick enough, so motors off the wall.
Stevie Frail used the free kick again. It's coming off the head of the man at the end of the wall. Quite sure who it was.
I think it was Ryan Hardy getting back there helping out.
Kieran Tierney's going to cross to take this, so we can expect an in-swinger. Left-footed Tierney broke his leg at the end of 2014, but he's battled his way back. Decent delivery too by Tierney. Opportunity, and the ball is over the line and into the goal. Celtic have the lead. They celebrate after 20 minutes. And well, it wasn't the most elegant of finishes, but it was all that mattered, and Sam Wardrop takes the credit for the opening goal for Celtic from the corner kick.
Well, a bit of against the runner play a little bit in terms of how the last 10-15 minutes have went, but you feel a little bit of a bit sorry for Luca Gasparotto there. It was a lovely corner into the dangerous area, and just bobble around Stramache half heads trying to get on there, and Gasparotto just couldn't direct it away, and there was Wardrob on the line effectively just to poke it in, and well, that's the opening goal. So that might just ignite the levels of this Old Firm final a little bit more.
Ball out of play. Well, Rangers are going to try and come back from that goal. This is their first attempt to do just that. But and an opportunity. It's an own goal! What a complete disaster for Celtic. The ball coming off the head of Owen O'Connell, and the despair was evident in the face of Jordan Hart as soon as he saw the ball heading not so much towards him but away from him. And Rangers have wasted no time at all in getting back on level terms in the most bizarre of circumstances.
Well, that was incredible. We talked earlier in the game whether maybe there was either nerves or maybe just a little bit too lackadaisical in that defence, and then that header, just complete miscommunication between Waters and goalkeeper Hart, and extraordinary goal. And cup finals just do some crazy things, and that is a crazy thing. That is one for the blooper album, and a bit of a horror show, and Celtic will need to come back from this, but we're all square so quickly again.
Celtic then try and regain the advantage they held for less than 60 seconds. Tierney challenge, but it's not a challenge that meets with the approval of the referee. It's going to be a yellow card for Kevin Mbabu.
Well, it's definitely slid in there. Might need to have another look at that just to check. From first view, and it looked fairly strong, and here we are, and that was very late, and you can see when the free kick was given, and yellow card as well for the on loan Newcastle man. Yeah, yep. It's very late there.
It was what you might call a tasty challenge, unless you're on the end of it. So the first yellow card of the evening for Kevin Mbabu, and a free kick for Celtic. Aidan Nesbitt looks to take it. I think Matthew McDermott is trying to work out his spelling, Mbabu. Taking his time making a note of the name in the book, and now he makes his way to the penalty area, and Celtic will manage to get play underway again. So one apiece, 2 goals in a minute. As Nesbitt delivers, but it's beyond all his teammates, and out the far side will be chased by Jamie Lindsay. Manages to squeeze it back. That's forward for Lindsay as well, but it's Garth-Barota who gets there first.
I think just a lot of extra beat going on probably in Garth-Barota's heartbeat there. Luckily nowhere near goal that time, but just getting it away. Halkett done a decent job just to sway the ball away from the corner, but from the free kick I should say rather, but it was a decent delivery again. That's one thing that's been good so far from both teams. The set pieces have been dangerous, and been certainly ones that have had to be cleared.
Here comes Celtic, jockeying for position, trying to get the cross into the danger area, but Mbabu sticking to his task, and the ball eventually goes out of play. Ian Durant wouldn't have been too happy when his team went down, but they didn't take long to come back, and here's another opportunity for Celtic. The flag is up, however, for offside, and so it wouldn't have counted, even if the ball does finish up in the back of the net.
Paul McMillan just finding a little bit of space to dink the ball over, and it was Nesbitt in the mix trying to get there, see the little ball over the top, and just looked like just straining a little bit, just fractionally in front, and if it worked out, if it was just a little bit quicker, it was may well have worked, but maybe looking at that, maybe a little bit more than a fraction out.
Ball out of play. Ross McGrory's challenge there in the penalty box was on the whistle. The flag was already raised, but it was robust. Cinnamon then, the Rangers skipper, with the throw. Celtic though battling the way forward for Luke Donnelly. Now McMullen looking to shoot, tries one, but it's blocked by Garth-Barota. Breaks out to the far side, and Nesbitt lets it run out for a throw.
McMillan, one of those, it's one of those talents of the team. He's maybe not quite scored quite so many at this level compared to what he did at the under-17 scoring in the Glasgow Cup, famously, and certainly still prospect for Celtic, and they've got a bit of promise there as well with Donnelly as well, who scored all them goals in this cup competition.
Kelly gets it clear. O'Connell has to recover from the disappointment of putting the ball into his own net. Good turn. That's a free kick. Well, I don't know whether there's real activity on the bench or whether it's just a case of warming up. Free kicks taken. Celtic will approach this one down this near side. Forward comes Owen O'Connell. Knocked wide by Lindsay. 3 players waiting in the penalty area, but perhaps they don't need it. Oh, what a goal! What a sensational strike! Well, there were 3 options open there for Aidan Nesbitt, but he decided he knew the route to goal, and a superb solo effort restores Celtic's advantage.
What a terrific goal that was, and well, maybe bar Rangers fans, you should be applauding, because it was just an excellent starting. Could have played it across. I think if they played it across, it may well be a tap in, but instead went for the spectacular coming in from the far hand side and just cutting in and kept on going, just kept on going, just went round a couple of Rangers defenders and slotted it into the net. Absolutely terrific effort, and one for the Celtic fans, those that are here, they'll be absolutely delighted. There it is again. And just weaving in and out, getting past McCrory, getting past Mills, getting past Ramsey back there as well, and just boof into the back of the net. Absolutely terrific.
Well, great goal, but there's got to be questions asked about that Rangers defence. How they let Nesbitt stroll past them, not just one but 3 times. And but a superb finish, and all credit certainly to Nesbitt, the goal scorer.
Absolutely terrific goal. And as much as you might want to say the defenders could have done better, they should have done better, but sometimes individual skill like that, you just got to praise a bit as well.
Well, certainly no lack of entertainment in this match so far. 28 minutes played. It's Celtic 2, Rangers 1. And some great individual talent, some disasters as well. But an evenly matched contest, Celtic holding the advantage for the time being. Well, it took Rangers just 60 seconds to get back in level terms after Celtic scored the opener through Sam Wardrop, but 60 seconds have passed this time round, but Rangers have an opportunity perhaps here to work something. Across goes Tom Walsh to join Darren Ramsey, and between them they're plotting something from the training ground. Taken by Walsh into the penalty area, headed clear, comes to Mbabu, tries to set it up for Fraser Aird. Ball breaks free, opportunity, well, half a chance perhaps for Ryan Hardy, but it just broke away from him at the last minute and grabbed by Jordan Hart.
I think that maybe the defender's little nick was just enough to take it away from Hardy. He's been rather deadly this season, domestically in the youth level and even in the first team.
Here's an opportunity at the other end. It's not one that McMullen could take advantage of. Liam Kelly spotted the danger and grabbed the ball just as the Celtic striker was threatening to pounce.
Simple route one, wasn't it? And well, just found a little space, but comfortable enough for Liam Kelly.
Halkett. Walsh knocks it out to Seaman, but it's Celtic who regain possession. And a push there on the back of Conor McManus, and Celtic free kick quickly taken by Waters. O'Connell. It's a decent ball out towards Tierney. Just nodded back as Celtic keen just to keep possession and now look for the opportunity. It's Luke Donnelly. Once again with Tierney and all the way back. This time to McManus, the skipper. Celtic will try a different approach this time. McManus. To Wardrop. Certainly a patient build-up, but Rangers get the challenge in through Walsh. Babu with a header forward. Celtic have it again and then give it away. Forward by Walsh towards Hardy. Under pressure, but so he does well to come away with the ball. Hardy leaves it. Cinnamon with a cross into the centre, and not a bad effort at goal, but off target from Jamie Mills.
Yep, the snapshot didn't quite work out, but I was about to say Celtic had just taken over the possession stakes the last few minutes, really had a lot of faces together, but lovely stuff there. Hardy just leaving it for Cinnamon, and not quite the connection there for Mills, but just past that left-hand post, but a little bit more positivity up front for Rangers just from that chance from nothing, really.
No, the intent was good, the finish wasn't quite as good. But not too bad an effort, and Rangers will try again, but Celtic have other ideas. Here they come forward again. Tierney had made the run, so Rangers tidy up, and it's McCrory who gets it away. Picked up now by Aird. Given away by Ramsey, and there's a chance now for Celtic to make something down this near side. Tierney. Celtic quite happy to take the patient approach, keep possession, build their attack. They'll do that again, this time from the far side. Ball slipped into McMullen, good turn, great play by McMullen, and Rangers eventually left with no option just to boot that one into the stand from Mbabu.
Excellent stuff there, and McMullen playmaking around just on the edge of the box, just couldn't quite get the pass he wanted.
Here it comes again, and there's an opportunity and a goal! Celtic go further ahead, and Rangers defence all at sea there as the ball came into the penalty box. And certainly celebrations for Luke Donnelly. Well, he's been on the score sheet 6 times already in this competition. That's goal number 7 for Donnelly.
And well, it's interesting here. Gasparotto was settling the fourth. I'm not sure if who tapped it in. We'll see here, but again, a little bit Keystone Cops in defence, and I think the striker just got ahead. Gasparotto was on the floor, the captain as well of Rangers, and it was just the Celtic man just to poke it into the back of the net, but again, not cleared.
Donnelly did so well, though. The way he controlled that ball, made the space for himself, and then was there to push the ball past the keeper, through the legs, in fact, of Liam Kelly. Excellent goal, and Celtic now leading by 3-1.
Absolutely, and although there's been maybe 1 or 2 little defensive mistakes, the goal scorer for the couple of last goals we've seen from Celtic have been absolutely terrific play, and the space that was made was absolutely superb. And well, what can Rangers do now? It's a big margin for half-time.
Free kick then for Rangers, so perhaps an opportunity to at least put the ball into the penalty area. It'll be Darren Ramsey. He's been the man who's been involved in most of the set pieces. Once again, he'll take this one. Delivers into the penalty area, danger there, but it's headed over his own crossbar by Owen O'Connell.
I think had to be defended that, because it was another very good Rangers delivery, and they've got the corner from this on the far side, so they'll be looking to have another decent ball in, and well, a goal back straight away again, 3-2. That would make it rather exciting.
In swinging corner, but well dealt with. Celtic should manage to work this one away. Once again, possession is the key factor for them, and they get the throw.
It's well cleared that, and Celtic just playing themselves away from danger, and they'll try and just put a few more phases of possession together, just pass their way and keep hold of the ball and tick the clock closer to half time.
Waters dispossessed by Walsh, who plays it back to his goalkeeper. By Finlay. And Hardy managed to get a foot to that one, but Celtic have it again. And that's a Rangers throw. Well, you can see some concern on the face of Ian Durrant there. Not Surprisingly, his team came back well after the first goal, but now they trail by 2 goals. And we've only gone 36 minutes into the game.
I think the big thing is that they don't concede a 4th goal before half time. I think as a neutral as well, you really want to see a relatively close game, and certainly still with 45 minutes remaining, potentially more. So 3-1 is quite a big goal even at this stage, so I'm sure Ian Durrant will be hoping that it doesn't get any worse.
Cinnamon, the skipper, trying to show the way towards goal, but he's dispossessed. And Finlay should get this one away. It's now with Waters. Closed down quickly, but gets the pass up to the halfway line. Donnelly just with the layoff. A good challenge there by Halkett. Wins possession back for Rangers. And now Fraser Aird. He's got support on the far side. And the return pass was a little bit astray, but this time round, back it goes though to Halkett. Ryan Cinnamon. To Craig Halkett again. And that one just nudged out of play by Waters, but took a touch on route, so it's a throw to Celtic.
Looking at how things have developed over the last 10-15 minutes or so, Fraser Aird's going to fairly quiet in that Rangers midfield, and Balbury's still doing bits and pieces in there. Maybe Fraser Aird, maybe at half time. Ryan Cinnamon's the captain, but Fraser had a lot of experience in the first team. Maybe he should be trying to take things more scruff of the neck, especially with the 2-goal disadvantage they're at now.
It's the individual skills, I think, of the Celtic frontmen that have certainly impressed me so far in this match. I mean, the Celtic have been under pressure at times, but when they break forward, they've got a lot of superb individual young talent in that side that are causing immense problems for the Rangers defence.
The stats don't lie, like some McMillan and Donnelly's goals. They've been a big part of this cup run this season, and they're playing their part tonight, that's for sure, so far.
Garsperato gets it away. Celtic will come again. So often from that right hand side, so many dangers have come. Here's another opportunity, but this time Luke Donnelly took his eye off the ball, had a swing, but wild with that one. And Rangers managed to get that one away, down towards Ryan Hardy. Sole man up front though, he's got a battle in his hands here too. And the ball turned back to Jordan Hart. Celtic can't afford another slip in defence. Hart closed down, but gets the ball away.
Very, very dicey from the goalkeeper, and he should have just booted that away, maybe at the first attempt rather than stalling for a few seconds. I'm sure he'll say he had it covered, but it was too close for comfort, and that just from a neutral watching. It was very tight indeed, especially with the mishap of the Rangers goal earlier. That chance just a few moments ago from Luke Donnelly, that was again, that should have been a slam dunk shot on goal at least. That was just one of those things, he completely air kicked it, and if he connected with that, that could have been a 4th goal.
Cinnamon just lobs that one forward towards Walsh. Did well to get to it, but couldn't find a teammate. It's gathered by Jordan Hart. We'll get Celtic moving forward again down this left hand side with Waters. Looks up to see what options are open to him. And there are plenty to choose as the pass back to McManus, his skipper. Now Donnelly, wide on the right. Again, this is where the danger comes through Nesbitt, as the ball's played into the penalty area. Celtic still trying to work the opportunity, and eventually the whistle goes. It's a free kick to Rangers. Well, the Celtic players can't quite understand that, and I must admit, can understand why.
Well, it looked like he went down fairly easily, I would have thought, in first viewing, but maybe then again that it was slightly exaggerated fall, but there was actually contact when you see in the second viewing. The referee only gets the one view, you've got to remember, so the booking is probably quite harsh, but you can see that it was quite a theatrical fall and just sort of rolled the other way. But if he maybe fell down in another way, it's hard to tell these days when there's the ways that they fall in the box, but certainly the second viewing there was contact there, so maybe hard done by in that viewing.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree with you. I think it was a blatant penalty, and I don't understand why the referee didn't see it in the first place. The challenge from McGrory and McMullen was evident. I mean, yeah, he may well have exaggerated a little, but there was no doubt whatsoever, and I think Celtic can feel pretty hard done by. So too can McMullen, because he was booked. Here's Rangers with an opportunity, but it's Ramsey with his shot saved by Jordan Hart as Rangers try and get back into this game, certainly struggling to do so at the moment.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a snapshot from Ramsey, but comfortable enough for Jordan Hart. I did kind of turn around in my opinion there in the replay, Ken. I did think it was a penalty, just I think the dive was a little bit exaggerated. I think that was a Tom Daly dive, but it was a penalty in the second view, and it should have been probably given. So the yellow card indeed was harsh. So I did get there in the end.
You did. The ball then with Liam Kelly. Rangers have had spells in this first half where they've looked as if they can really threaten the Celtic defence. After having survived the opening 10 minutes of pressure, they got themselves back into this game, and after they lost the goal, they got themselves quickly back on level terms again. But it's all gone wrong for them since then. The Celtic, for me, looking by far the dominant side at the moment, with 3 minutes to go to the break.
Yeah, I mean, form usually goes out the window for an Old Firm, but we did think that the way Celtic had scored more goals throughout this cup run and the way they finished the table, they were slight favourites for this one. And but Rangers, after getting into the game, had a good spell. They did get a fortuitous goal, to be fair, but it has been pretty much one-way traffic since the second Celtic goal went in. So it's definitely their first half so far. As I say, Rangers were hoping not to concede a fourth goal, but Celtic certainly, when they get forward, are storming forward.
Here they come again, once again down that right-hand side. Ball played back this time though to Nisbet, and now Celtic will try again. O'Connell, Finlay, through towards Donnelly, holds it up, back once more to Stuart Finlay. In steps McMullen. And Fraser Aird is adjudged to have taken down Paul McMullen, and this time it is a free kick, and it's in Celtic's favour, and it's in a dangerous position.
Very dangerous, Ken, and a minute and a half, 90 seconds before half time. It would be a sucker punch if they get a fourth and sliding in there. Maybe got tiniest little nick on the ball, but it definitely went through, and dangerous spot, 30-35 yards out there, level with that left hand post. Maybe curl one in.
Well, we'll see who takes it. There's a choice of four at the moment, and referee Matthew McDermott is pacing the 10 yards using his spray. Quick word with the four-man wall, and now Celtic have to decide who's going to take this. Tierney's there. I think Jamie Lindsay fancies a crack at this one, but instead it's a training ground exercise that just didn't work.
Well, that was an absolute shocker, wasn't it? That didn't work at all. And well, we were all thinking, well, if this one goes in, what would that mean for half time? Well, absolutely nothing from that, and easily kicked away now by Liam Kelly.
Celtic get it clear, but about a late challenge there on Stuart Finlay, and that's a free kick to Celtic.
Looked late there, so I think that was an easy decision from the referee.
Apologies made to the referee, and Celtic with the free kick as we head towards half time. 1 minute of additional time will be added on.
Minimum of 1 additional minute.
As Finlay takes the free kick deep into the Rangers half. Donnelly, scorer of goal number 3 for Celtic, gets the ball across, but it goes out of play, and it's a throw for Rangers. Well, I wouldn't mind being a fly in the wall of the Rangers dressing room at half time. They really have to find a way back into this game, and it's not going to be easy for them.
No, a big team talk heading for Ian Durrant, because they're going to have to score at least 2, and they'll need to keep them out, you'd suspect, because I think if Celtic score a 4th, it'll be really hard to see them come back, Rangers.
Free kick to Rangers. This could be the last kick of the first half. And Babu leaves it for Craig Halkett to take. And there goes the half-time whistle at Hampden Park. So the first 45 minutes of this Scottish Youth Cup final has produced 4 goals, and 3 of them for Celtic. Sam Waldrop opening the scoring after 20 minutes. O'Connell's own goal just a minute later put Rangers back in level terms, but then Nesbitt and Donnelly added to Celtic's tally. It could well have been 4-1 with a penalty claim that was turned down. It should definitely have been a penalty, but at half-time, Celtic with the advantage and looking good.
Certainly so. It's very good for Celtic. Rangers got the big team talk to come. Stevie Phil will be in there, just making sure they don't slip up for the second half, as they've got a 2-goal lead. They've got the threat up front to go for more. Rangers are going to have to do something different. As talented as Harden is, they're going to have to do something a little bit different to get the goals. And it'll be interesting to see what happens for the second half.
At half-time, with a little big shot, Youth Cup final, it's Celtic 3, Rangers 1.
Scotland respond quickly. Maloney, it's been invited. Stephen Naismith scores. Maloney. Bannon for Fletcher. Stephen Fletcher.
Little Big Shot loves all things natural. But what is natural? No. It's a little drink packed full of fruit juice with added B vitamins and deep ocean water. Free from caffeine and taurine, Little Big Shot is simply a tasty drink made with natural fruit juice. Little Big Shot, a little drink bursting with big flavour. Available now.
It's Ross McCormack. He obviously went on, played for Rangers first team. He's also a Scotland internationalist. He's obviously went on and bettered his career since the Youth Cup final.
Have a look. Easy one. John Kennedy, very good player. Obviously it's inspiring, seeing obviously he's a coach now at Celtic, so seeing that he can go from where we're going to play into a coaching role, or even obviously had a great career without injury, but great player as well.
Charlie Adam and Chris Buck. Both of them have done extremely well. Charlie Adam's still playing the Prem, and Chris Buck, he's kind of spent most of his career in the Championship, but both done very well, and again, both Scotland internationals. So
a young Charlie Mulgrew. Again, same as kind of John. Obviously he's filled it a bit more compared to that photo, but seeing players play it here to go and progress, play Champions League, Scotland caps, can only give us confidence.
It's Ian Durrant. He's obviously a coach now at Rangers. But obviously, again, he went on to feature for Rangers first team and bettered his career. And obviously, he's been working with Rangers first team, and then he's just recently dropped down to under 20s. So, again, very experienced.
John Maloney. Similar, probably even more so. The fact that he's went down to England and been successful there. He's now playing in America. So, again, it can only give players like myself confidence to go and show on that stage how good a player he is.
Who's going to get a year's supply of Little Big Shot? No, still going strong here. Do you feel the tension in here?
Welcome back to Hampden Park at half-time in the Little Big Shot Youth Cup final. It's Celtic 3, Rangers 1. An entertaining first 45 minutes, certainly. And after some early pressure from Celtic, Rangers looked as if they were working their way back into the game. But Celtic had other ideas. And, we'll have a look back now on some of the action, and certainly all the goals, the 4 goals. We had controversy too with a penalty claim that we most definitely thought should have given Celtic an opportunity for goal number 4, but this was goal number 1. 20 minutes on the clock, the corner taken by Tierney, and the Rangers defence really just not getting to grips with it, and eventually it's that man Sam Wardrop who just pushed it over the line. Great celebrations for him, and Celtic had the lead, Callum.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a lovely corner, but Rangers just couldn't get it away. I think Luca Gasparotto had head and hands, just diverted it towards goal, and there was the striker just to bundle it into the back of the net, and Celtic, from that period of play, Rangers actually had a bit more ball, a bit more possession, and then sucker punch, Celtic took the lead.
Here we goes again as that corner came in. I mean, Rangers just, they don't get to grips with it whatsoever, and even with 2 men on the line, they can't manage to get the ball clear. Celtic then 1 up. The question really came, what could Rangers do about it? Well, they answered within 60 seconds. And the most bizarre of goals, as the ball comes across on the 18-yard line, Owen O'Connell tries to just nudge it back to his goalkeeper, but the header goes past the despairing Jordan Hart. The keeper can't believe it, O'Connell can't believe it, Celtic can't believe it, and almost a case of Rangers can't believe it either.
No, that was one of those absolute freak goals, and sheer miscommunication between defender and goalkeeper, and Jordan Hart just disconsolate there just for those few seconds, and well, it was a bit of a horror show, and I'm sure Rangers were not, as you say, were not expecting to be back on level terms quite so quickly, and it was definitely the reply. In a way, they deserved the goal for some of the play in the first 10-15 minutes when they got back into the game, but that was certainly one for the fluky album.
7 minutes later, though, Celtic regained that advantage, and this, an absolutely superb solo effort. Aidan Nesbitt working his way in from the right, taking on not 1, not 2, but 3 players, and the finish absolutely perfect into the corner of the net. Not surprising that he enjoyed that one. Oh,
it was tremendous stuff. You could question the defender as well. You will question the defending here, but the fact that he used his skill to get round Mills and McCrory, and also Rams in there just to ping it into that bottom left-hand corner, absolutely sensational and worthy of a cup final. And as I said, when the goal went in, bar Rangers supporters, it was a goal which, as a Celtic fan or a neutral fan as well, you just have to stand and applaud for the individual skill. Absolutely terrific stuff, weaving in and out, and what a finish.
To me, it's been that individual prowess of the Celtic forward players that have really made the difference between Celtic and Rangers so far this evening. That was a typical example, and we were to see another example of some superb individual play and talent with Celtic's third. As the ball comes across from the right, just look how Luke Donnelly controls that one, creates the space. It looks as if the ball's gone away from him, but he manages to throw out a leg and push it past the keeper. And Luke Donnelly, goal number 7 in the competition, and, well, a great finish, but a great build-up.
Absolutely, great stuff in the far-hand side, and it came in, as much as, again, you can maybe criticise defending, but wonderful skill just to find that little half a gap as Rangers' bodies were not wanting to clear, and again, Luca Gasparotto, one of those players who had a difficult first half for Rangers, on the floor, disconsolate with that, and it was absolutely superb stuff, and it shows that the goals he scored this campaign, and here he is, big occasion, cup final, and wow, absolutely terrific.
He made sure he was going to be the first to the ball when it did go loose, and he certainly punished Rangers for it. So 3-1 Rangers after 3-1 Celtic, I beg your pardon, after 33 minutes. The question really was there any possibility of Celtic adding or Rangers coming back in before half-time? Well, the answer was that Celtic could have added to that, and a moment of controversy, which I think we'll see in a moment or two, with a penalty claim, which I know you and I disagreed when we saw it, and we'll see it again in just a moment. But it's Paul McMullen who takes control here. He tries to go past McGrory, and possibly from that angle I could go with you and say it looked as if he dived, but when you see it from the reverse angle, I think even you would agree, Callum, at this point.
Yeah.
There's no doubt he was taken out.
I did, after seeing the replay, I thought, well, actually there was a bit of maybe contact to the knees. He did sort of barrel roll around a little bit dramatically, but I know many people around us here in the gantry are looking on thinking still not 100% sure. It's one of those 50-50ers. It's going to divide opinion, and that's what cup finals are all about in a way. You always need a controversial decision in there, and that was there, but I think probably when you see the replay it was just edging on being a pen.
Well, Paul McMullen was booked for diving, and I suppose then what we're saying is it's still open to debate as to whether referee Matthew McDermott got that one right or not. You're verging towards it was a penalty. I'm sticking by my guns and saying it definitely was a penalty, and I think possibly McMullen just maybe made a little bit too much of it. It's been a pretty tough and uncompromising first half. That's the other yellow card of the first half, the challenge by Kevin Mbabu, and although he pleads his innocence, it was a pretty hefty.
There's no innocence there. That's a side swipe in there. My goodness, you see that again in slow motion. It looked worse, Kieran Tierney, and I don't know what he's going. What me? I mean, that is an absolute shocker of a challenge, and yellow card is very much. I mean, just absolutely no ball there, and very much a player that tonight in general has came into the game and been a physical presence, done well back in the defensive line, also trying to get into attacks. Has been him and Aird have done okay in parts and harmoniously and sometimes individually, but that definitely was the shocking challenge of the first half.
So Celtic leading by 3-1. The big question now is what is the likes of Ian Durrant saying to his players inside that dressing room? On the showing of the first half, can Rangers come back into this one?
I think they're going to have to change something up front with Ryan Hardy. He's a cracking player and will be a good player, and it'll be something to watch out for in Scottish football. The fact that he's playing in the first team, I know he scored a couple of goals last month against the Barton in the Championship, and one of them was a terrific overhead kick, so he's got terrific skill there, but I mean, he's looked very isolated at times. There was the spell after the first 5 or 6 minutes, there was 10-15 minutes before the first goal of the game from Celtic, where they kind of had a lot of possession. Rangers had a few good deliveries, so set pieces is going to be a place where they will have an impact, because virtually every set piece they had corners, free kicks, or ripped into dangerous areas. But it may well be a case, which could be a thing with Celtic exploit later on, is Rangers are going to have to get a bit more threat up front, either a second striker or push the wingers on, but they're obviously going to have to do something, or certainly start taking some set piece chances when they get them.
Well, you can have your say, of course. Don't forget, your opinions are important to us, and we'd like to hear your thoughts and reactions over the course of the match. The second half just about to get underway. Mark McLucky has been in touch, and he says, are the commentators having a laugh? It was nowhere near a penalty. Deserved yellow. Oh, well.
It's one
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
It's one of those that's going to run and say, I've kind of changed by the replay. I thought straight away, I think many people thought straight away, maybe bar you've looked at the replay and made your mind up, but whereas I made the split judgment, Ken, thought that was a pen straight away, a die straight away. It looked very theatrical, but there may well have been a bit of knee contact in there. I'm just trying to give the young lads a benefit of the doubt. But it's one of those, it's sort of 51-49 either way, and you're on one side or the other, and I think maybe just in the secondary or third viewing or the 100th viewing that we'll probably see maybe by the end of the night that it was just a pen.
If you want to send us a tweet, use the hashtag YouthCupFinal, and we'll read out the best of your messages, even if they do criticise us. Let's have a look at what was a few and far between opportunities for Rangers. The goal apart, and remember that was an own goal scored by Celtic. There were two probable chances, good half chances for Rangers. This is the first of them, and it's Hardy who knocks the ball back. The ball played across the area, and well, not a bad effort there by Jamie Mills.
No, it wasn't too bad at all. It was a very good ball to the box. Again, I've talked about the set pieces. Rangers set pieces have been superb on the whole. Didn't quite work out. A little bit of a swipe there from Mills, but maybe one or two of those crosses they'll connect with in the second half. And as a neutral watching on, you'd hope that the game will be very entertaining in the second half.
Darren Ramsey had a chance towards the end of the first, but that was about it as far as Rangers were concerned in the opening 45 minutes. What we're hoping for is some more goals in the second half. I guess it depends very much. In fact, just looking down, I can see that Rangers are going to make some changes, and it's going to be Dylan Dykes and Jamie Burrows who are going to come on for Rangers. Well, Dykes is a midfield player. Jamie Burrows most definitely a striker. We're waiting to see who's actually left the field. It's a case of looking through the players now to see who's missing. But we'll find out in just a moment or two. It doesn't look as if Celtic have made any changes at the break, not surprisingly, but Rangers then taking the initiative, making things change for themselves, and in the hope of getting themselves back into this side.
Well, with a 2-goal disadvantage, I mean, we see a lot of times when teams are behind, even a couple of goals behind, they wait until the 75th minute, and it's like, that's probably too late. So, big statement from Ian Durrant in the break. He's probably fired his players up at his 45 minutes, maybe more. Who knows what happens with the scoreline at full time. But they need to do something, Rangers, and they need 2 goals at the very least. So, and it looks like the likes of Burrows coming on will add a bit of an injection of something different up front. And we'll see what they do. We'll see how it sets up in the opening few minutes.
Well, it's the player who was booked in the first half, Kevin Mbabu, is one of the Rangers players to stay back in the dressing room. He'll be watching the second half from the dugout.
That one surprised me a little bit. I know it was a strong challenge and people have their say in the challenge, but in terms of actual play in the middle of the park, it was pretty decent. So we'll see how that changes things.
And Ross McCrory, the other player, not to come back out for the second half, so Dykes and Burrows are on for Rangers. Let's see if that makes a difference at Celtic. They're chasing goal number 4 for them, and the ball knocked out of play by Hawkett.
Well, that seems rather interesting with Burrows coming on. Hardy's still out there, and it looks like maybe a little bit more emphasis on more threat up front, maybe 2 figures up there. We'll see how it pans out.
Hardy still seems to be playing a pretty lone furrow up front. Still the single striker for Rangers, but there's more support, or Rangers will be hoping there's more support coming from midfield for him. It's Rangers who are under pressure at the moment. Good play by McMullen, nudges that one inside, but in steps the substitute Dylan Dykes for his first touch of the game, and he puts the ball out for a throw to Celtic.
Yeah, it looks like Burrows is out on the right hand side, so maybe just out there for the moment, and we can play a little bit on the wing. So maybe they'll utilise maybe the 2 up top later on in the game, see how things develop, because although he can be bold at half time, and I think it can be credible to be bold at half time and do something different, and you've got a bit of a disadvantage. But then again, if you go and concede a 4th goal within 3 or 4 minutes of the second half, then that probably is game over.
Tommy McAdoo and Stevie Frail there plotting Rangers' second half downfall, I suspect, but Rangers will definitely have other thoughts as the ball moves down towards the Celtic penalty area, but they deal with that one well. It's knocked back there by Nesbitt and then cleared by Finlay, and that's going to go out of play. What Rangers need is a quick goal to get themselves back into this match.
Definitely would help them out. As a spectacle, as a neutral, it would help out as well. It would be a grand slam sort of last 35-40 minutes if they did get an early goal in this second half. We had 4 goals in the first half, so we are hopefully blessed we're going to see some more.
Celtic, of course, have won this trophy 13 times. And looking to make that number 14. Rangers looking for the 7th. And here they come looking for the second goal that might just take them back, but they've won a corner.
It's a team effort, just fizzed off the defender, but they'll take the corner. And going by the ratio of good corners in the first half, they'll be looking to get a positive one in with Ramsey on the far hand side.
So Darren Ramsey with the corner kick. Dealt with though by O'Connell, comes back out to Ramsey. Looks up and delivers again. It's just a bit too deep though. Rangers will keep this alive. Fraser Aird trying to get the better of Aidan Nesbitt, but it's Nesbitt who wins that particular battle.
Again, the corner was right in the mixer there and didn't quite come to the head that Rangers wanted.
Quickly taken corner. The ball delivered across, but the flag's up on the far side, and that's a free kick to Celtic.
Celtic certainly have plenty of players back defending, which is one thing to suspect, although some of these good deliveries that have came in for Rangers that there is plenty of hook jerseys in there just to get it away, and certainly the keeper making sure things are set up before he gets the goal kick out. And be interesting to see how long it takes before the little niggling 30 seconds for goal kicks and the like take as the game progresses.
Celtic then from the halfway line. Bit of space out in this near side for Aidan Nesbitt. He's certainly a player who can exploit any opportunity, as we saw in the first half.
Absolutely. He's had a terrific record, terrific run in the cup, and absolutely superb little finish in that first half, and I'm sure he'll be delighted with the owners of all the goals he scored in this competition, especially if they go in and win it.
Celtic trying to get forward again, but Rangers managed to win possession, although under pressure again. Ball goes back to Liam Kelly, and once again Celtic putting pressure on the goalkeeper as McMullen raced in. Put forward by O'Connell. One in the air though by Jamie Mills. This is Hardy. Opportunity for Tom Walsh to come forward. Pushes it wide. Cinnamon comes inside. Walsh takes over. Chance here for Rangers. Trying to get the shot in, but it's blocked. You get another opportunity, this time for the cross from the far side. Ryan Simonon needs to make this one count. Decent effort, but it comes out only as far as Jamie Mills. He tries to lob that one into the area, and Celtic should deal with this one, and they just managed to hook it out for a throw. It's a little bit more pressure then from Rangers in these early stages of the second half. Durant looking on.
I don't know if the Rangers player there just got a little bit of a fright with a couple of Celtic boys that were coming in. It was a bit of a rushed effort.
Rangers try again. You can't deny the battling qualities of Ryan Cinnamon, skipper of Rangers tonight.
It's had a good game as Cinnamon at times he's had to dig things out, and then he's done well in getting forward. And Tom Walsh just a moment ago was finding the space really well there, good bit of space, and just advanced forward towards that final third and found the teammate and support on the right hand side.
Rangers again down that right hand side. It's laid back by Burrows, but Celtic have possession. Picked up by Nesbitt. He's got support from Sam Wardrop, but that one goes out of play. Bit of a push in the back by Wardrop. And Ross Burrows who just shrugs that one off. It'll be a throw taken by Jamie Mills. Intercepted by O'Connell. Slips though. Gives Rangers a chance to take possession back. The flick there by substitute Dylan Dykes. Halkett. Now Simonon once more forward. Decent ball to Tom Walsh. Walsh, first time effort into the middle. Hardy's there, but so too are the safe hands of Jordan Hart. Not a problem for the Celtic goalkeeper.
Just looping in a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, and Hardy was in there in the mix, just not quite reaching him. But again, Tom Walsh, good enterprise and run and delivery.
Lovely ball by Donnelly. McMullen, and the challenge coming in there from Craig Halkett set the ball spinning, but thankfully for Liam Kelly, spinning into his gloves.
Yeah, that could have been rather more dangerous. It was just a nick off Halkett, but back into Kelly's hands, and back to the keeper who can try and get something going for the blue jerseys.
Cinnamon down to Hardy. Need some support. It's arriving now inside the Celtic penalty area, but Celtic tidy that one up well. Chance for them now to come forward. It was just a little bit astray, but it was well read and well picked up now as Lindsay drives forward through the middle. McMullen dispossessed, but it comes now to Aidan Nesbitt. Nesbitt leaves it for Donnelly. Donnelly, good ball into the centre at the back post, and that was just a fraction away from being goal number 4 for Celtic. It was Jamie Lindsay who came in at the back post, and so close.
So close indeed, and space down that right hand side, and agony there for the Celtic player, and just a little bit too late, just couldn't quite get into the end of it. But Rangers defence were done there, and It was a delicious ball in, just not quite the... Oh, it's agonising. You see it slow down, you just think he's going to touch it this time, but it's just a replay and he didn't touch it.
So the gap still 2 goals, but in Celtic's favour. As the head flick on from Darren Ramsey. Ball played back by Finlay to Hart. Rangers trying to come forward again. Jamie Burrows with a header to Aird. Cinnamon. Ball out of play for a throw to Rangers.
Rangers getting a bit of joy down that right hand side in the final third. They're certainly start the second half. They're finding the space and good work by Walsh.
That one thumped high in the air. Slip, but nothing else. Seaman goes to ground, but Rangers have possession. Sparotto. Bit of space for Jamie Mills. Opts for the pass back to Gasparotto. Rangers maybe trying down the far side this time. Halkett. Fraser Aird trying to call the shots from the middle of the park. And it's Rangers throw.
Similar pattern to the first half, this really. Rangers have got their foot into this one and they have got plenty of possession to go. Not too many clear-cut chances really in the opening 10-11 minutes, but just like the first half, they had a 10-15 minute spell early on in the game where they had ball. They've got ball again. Will they maybe take a chance or two?
Just down the right-hand side, a chance for Burrows perhaps to get the crossing, but a good challenge, and the ball is out for a throw. Good activity on the Celtic bench just a moment or two ago, so wait and see whether they're maybe thinking about a change. Maybe just a warm-up. Not exactly a balmy May evening here at Hampden Park. Ball swept across diagonally from left to right, but Rangers do well with Mills coming forward, slips it inside. Now Ramsey, knocked wide for Burrows. Celtic they do well, Waters with a header and the ball's out of play.
I think one thing that we were all expecting, a big May rain shower. It was anticipated for pre-kick-off. They had the sprinklers on the pitch, but the pitch is fairly zippy, the ball's going through well, but not the extra rain as promised.
Rangers then will try again down this near side. Mills. There's no easy way forward. Celtic playing a disciplined game, keeping the shape well, and certainly still causing threat when they come forward. But that's it. Ball down the left. O'Connell will get there first, mop things up. And now the opening goal scorer, Sam Wardrop. Good play by Wardrop. The challenge though comes in. Celtic have the throw. And Wardrop will take it. Sam Wardrop stepped into the development squad this season after impressing for the under-17s last season. He was part of Scott Gemmell's side that reached the semis of the UEFA Under-17 Championships. Well, there's some of the youngsters who are watching the match and obviously more concerned or interested, I think, in what they've been eating at half-time.
I believe the food's good at Hampden, so not sampled any today, but they're enjoying the game. And for some of these players in the pitch, some of these have had first-team experience for their relative clubs, maybe some idols already, and this is just this sort of under-20s level. So some of these kids are seeing some talent that's already broken through into first teams and talent that is going to go into be big things in Scottish football, and especially when you see some of the attacking threat of both sides. Certainly Celtics that we've seen a bit more of tonight so far, but with still just over an hour to go, half an hour to go, we'll see what can happen in the last 30 minutes or so.
This is Donnelly trying to get away, but Dykes sticks to his task and makes the clearance, but Celtic have possession once again. Nesbitt trying to work his way through, there's no way through there. So he does get the throw. It'll be taken by Wardrop. Comes back to the defender. Back in turn for Jamie Lindsay, and now forward by O'Connell. Picked up by Lindsay. Lindsay looks up, decides to drive forward himself, now slips it to the right. Nesbitt has caused a lot of problems on this right flank and causing them again. Decent cross, just a bit too much on it though, and it goes out the far side for a throw. Speaking of young talent, you know, both in the crowd and on the pitch, I mean, this competition has seen some real stars in the past. Joe Miller was one of the stars back in 1985 when Aberdeen won it. We've had the likes of Christian Daly for Dundee United in 91, Craig Gordon for Hearts in 2000, Kevin McNaughton, the Aberdeen player, went on to play for Cardiff City. Sean Maloney. Here comes Celtic. Decent effort, but that one is wide of target. And quite a number in more recent years. We've seen the likes of Charlie Adams, Stephen Naismith, Charlie Mulgrew, David Wotherspoon, James Forrest for Celtic in 2010. So, I mean, it is a breeding ground for talent.
Absolutely. I wonder if one of these players in that attacking threat will be on that list in the future, not far wide of that left-hand post, just skipping past that left-hand post. And these players, certainly the front three, the likes of Luke Donnelly and Aidan Nisbet, Kieran Tierney, all these players, Paul McMillan as well, they could be on that roll on there, because it's some list, plenty future players from that list you mentioned out there, Ken, that have been in one or the other of these old firm sides at first team level. So who knows what might happen in 10, 15, 50 years time, when if any of these names will be on that list.
There's one that might be, Aidan Nisbet. Certainly has enjoyed a good game. Just right on cue, makes a dreadful pass. Aird. And, no opportunity there for Mills to get that one forward. Celtic have the throw. It'll be taken by Wardrop eventually. Looking for a bit of movement. And finding it through Lindsay. Back to O'Connell. Nodded forward and knocked out a play. It came off Jamie Lindsay, so that's a free a throw rather to Rangers. Time ticking away to just past the hour mark in the game. Celtic with that 2-goal advantage. Rangers haven't really threatened the Celtic goal in this second half. They need to do something if they're going to get themselves back into this match.
Do indeed, and that was kind of swiped away there. It's a free throw in a dangerous position for Rangers. Taken
by Ramsey. Mills chips that one forward. Opportunity for the cross. Right across the penalty there, but a good header clear. Rangers, they'll come again. Fraser Aird. Losing possession, and the ball breaks back to Craig Halkett. Aird's there once again for Rangers. Inside for Garspirotto. Aird again, under pressure immediately, but that's a free kick Rangers' way.
Scott Brown watching on there, just shouting some instructions on what experience for a figure like Scott Brown, for those Celtic players to be down there devoting his time tonight with the warm-ups and the like.
That's a free kick for Rangers for the challenge by Nisbet on Jamie Mills. It'll be taken by Darren Ramsey. Ramsey just waits as referee Martin McDermott makes his way towards the penalty box. Whistle goes. Nisbet delivers. Decent ball in. Well held initially by Hart and then grabbed again.
It was well held. Usually if the keeper is in a position like that, quite often you'll see the referee blow his whistle anyway and give the free kick to the referee. It was kind of crowded there, but did hold on to the ball anyway. And it was another very good ball in, just not quite finding the header, the Rangers header that they wanted.
Here come Rangers again, but that one just a little bit astray as Celtic gather in the middle of the park, and now a chance perhaps for them to break forward. McMullen's pass though is a little bit astray, and it finishes up with a pass back to Kelly. First time ball downfield. Burrows jumps for it. O'Connell's there for Celtic. Flick to Wardrop. That's a good ball by Wardrop for Nisbet to chase right into the corner flag. Just a little bit too much pace. It's skipped away off the surface and goes behind. Here's the delivery into the penalty box.
It was
good hands, but almost lost it.
Yep. Now you quite often would see with a little amount of Rangers bodies around the goalkeeper, and amount of times you see a referee blow up and give the free kick the other way. Didn't look like any intention the referee was going to do that, which was good in some ways. It just looked like he was clambering above the crowd in a kosher way to hold on to the ball, and he eventually got hold of it, and danger averted for the keeper. Rangers get the ball back as Kelly moves that one downfield, but Celtic come forward again. Once again, it's Gosperotto with a header. It's left for Ramsey. Burrow's doing his bit and winning the free kick. And the free kick is not being quickly taken. The referee has retreated. And it will be Darren Ramsey, 19-year-old. He's been at Rangers since he was 9. Here's Fraser Aird, tries a speculative effort from long range, but I think he knew as soon as he struck that one it wasn't going to trouble Jordan Hart. No, not quite the shot that he would have wanted there. Plenty of space, and looking for the spectacular, of course, he had a free kick from that side of the goal against Queen's Park. I can remember in the third division a couple of years back, it was his first goal. It was a monumental day for him on that occasion, but from open play, from a long way out, just well away, spinning away from that right hand post, and starting to look for something a little bit different at Rangers, because they still need a couple of goals and creeping under the half hour mark, 25 minutes left.
Well, we gave you a bit of a criticism earlier, but Kevin McCluskey has tweeted, big well done to Scottish FA for live streaming of the Youth Cup final tonight. Really entertaining game so far. Let's hope that entertainment continues. It certainly is for those youngsters, and those youngsters are watching their side trailing at the moment by 3-1, but I don't think the enthusiasm has dissipated any. They seem quite happy at the moment. Looking into the camera lens, certainly a moment of fame.
I think it's a great occasion for them. They're here at Hampden Park for a cup final, and for kids watching on, it's Old Firm and all that, but it's watching a good game of football. Even if you're on the losing side, you just got to shake hands at the end of the day, and you try and win the next one. And these kids have had their bit of half-time grub, and they're watching on this second half.
Well, it could be talent of the future, and it's just a question of making progress through the ranks. But when you see some of the talent on display here tonight, there's not a lot wrong with Scottish football. There's a lot of great individual talent. Here's one of them, McMullen. Couldn't manage to get away from Dylan Dykes, but that was a free kick. Dykes just grabbing his sleeve, I think it was, and a yellow card shown for the Rangers substitute.
Yeah, I think that was a little cynical tug back just to stop it. I think he had a tug back on one of the other players as well, he was trying to hit Hatch's bet, I think, who was going to pick up the ball. It was McMullen, and just pulled him back and just stopped things going for Celtic to get something in the box. They'll do it just from a standstill from the free kick.
Kieran Tierney looks the likeliest candidate to take this free kick. Two-man wall is going to be showing the line. It's not often you see players somebody can actually come forward a step, but they were there. So it's Tierney to deliver, we suspect, from this right-hand side. So danger threatens perhaps for Rangers here from the set piece. It is left for Tierney, left-footed, and that one, oh, well, he caught Liam Kelly a little bit unawares. It looked as if it was going safely out, but the keeper deciding that maybe he didn't quite know where the post of the goal was, so got his hands to it. But
yeah, maybe a missed shout or something there. It was going past the left hand post at just the very last minute there. Oh well, it may well have been tucking in the top corner. It was definitely very close, but I think it was maybe just hitting the post or going out, but he wasn't 100% sure, and it's going to be a corner kick.
So another opportunity of the set piece for Celtic, this time from the left. Short corner, delivery into the 6-yard box, safe hands by Liam Kelly.
Very safe this time from Kelly. It was a comfortable catch.
So Rangers, the current holders, of course, of this trophy, having beaten Hearts on penalties in last year's final at St Mirren Park. They're trailing by 3-1 at the moment, and it looks as if it's a difficult road back for them.
Well, time is starting to tick away, and I mentioned earlier in the game, When over the time, we've still got to see some Celtic changes coming, but when will the time be where they might just take a little bit longer for goal kicks and a little bit longer for throws, just slow the game down even more?
Well, there's a chance perhaps now as Jamie Mills breaks away down this left hand side, looks up, there is support, but the pass was trying to pick out Darren Ramsey. It was spotted and intercepted, but Mills will get a second opportunity, makes the cross again over the head of Burrows. Celtic get it clear, and Donnelly just flicks that one forward towards McMullen, but in steps Garspirotto. Rangers will try again. The ball up for grabs in the air. Mills wins it. Celtic have it once more though, and a chance now for them to break with McMullen striding, or trying to stride away, but unsuccessfully away from Dylan Dykes. Dykes got the challenge in. Rangers have possession back, and eventually it is O'Connell thinks about the pass back and eventually makes that decision. And now Finlay. Celtic with time on the side, in no particular hurry. Just about 21 minutes to the final quarter of the game to go. Celtic leading by 3-1 and looking to add to that tally. That looked like a push in the back of McMullen by Halkett, and the referee says free kick.
McMullen in two minds without a carry on going. I think he was trying to stay on his feet and keep on going because there was a bit of space there, but again a clear shove in the back of the jersey, and just couldn't quite keep going on his feet. He definitely wanted to keep on going, but Halkett penalised anyway, and they've got the free kick.
So what will Celtic try from this one? Certainly caused problems last time round.
Nesbitt certainly is one there. It's always been at the set pieces, trying to orchestrate something with a teammate.
Here comes the free kick. It's right across the face of goal, watched all the way by Liam Kelly, and he didn't see a danger despite Sam Wardrop coming in at the back post. It was well clear of the Celtic fullback, and a goal kick.
Yeah, it was fairly comfortably past that right hand post. The defender was coming in and Wardrop, but it looked like it was going well wide, and the keeper this time knew to just leave it and let it go by.
Header flicked on by Burrows. Like a tug, and indeed it was a tug by Tom Walsh on Sam Wardrop. Free kick to Celtic.
Yeah, looked a little tug back there, and it's got a little bit bitty, as I think another change coming in. Rangers haven't really got progress and got something going in the attacking third. Celtic are not really advancing too heavily.
Scott Roberts is going to come on and replace Darren Ramsey for Rangers. So perhaps the final throw of the dice for the Ibrox side as they look to get themselves back into this game. Darren Ramsey certainly involved in much of the play, certainly all the set pieces.
He's had a good shift, Ramsey, today. He's worked hard, but maybe not been quite so influential as he would have wanted, but definitely worked with the team.
Chance now, perhaps for Celtic though. Here's a chance for Nesbitt. Oh, and a goal! Aidan Nesbitt, goal number 4 for Celtic, goal number 2 for Nesbitt, and a great finish from Nesbitt. But again, Rangers defence posted missing. Scott Brown and Stephen Frail exchange hugs in celebration, and it looks as if Celtic will lift the trophy.
Absolutely, it's the coach is embracing, but I think it's going to be a contest. What goal do we pick from this? But that is an absolute beauty of a strike. Rangers left a bit of a space there. Celtic exploited it. They've not really done an awful lot in the attacking third for a large part of the second half, and fairly comfortable with their 3-1 lead. And the ball on from Donnelly and boof into the top of the net, and absolutely terrific stuff, and nothing really Kelly can do because it's smashed into the goal. And you know what those celebrations mean. They know that they are 18-17 minutes almost away from the cup final. Rangers have worked hard, but they've not really had enough up front in this set. I've not really posed enough threat. They've had a bit of joy down the wings, and Tom Walsh is on his bit, but they've not done enough. And that little sucker punch, the bit of extra quality up front that Celtic have had, and bang, there's the goal.
So less than 80 minutes left for Rangers to pull back that 3-goal deficit. It's asking a lot, especially from a side that really hadn't troubled Jordan Hart in this second half. but they'll battle on to the end. Celtic, well, I doubt very much if they'll be content with the 4 goals they've got. They too will be looking to add to that tally. This is Donnelly, lays it back for Wardrop. Now the double goal scorer Nesbitt pushes that one forward. This time though his pass is intercepted. Mills plays it back, putting his teammate Craig Halkett under a bit of pressure. And that is a penalty. Well, Halkett coming in with a challenge. It was Mills that put the pressure on the Rangers defender, and he had to stretch a leg out.
And let's see this. Oh, but the ball's going well away from the striker, and it's nowhere near the direction of the goal. It's right on the cusp of the box. It's maybe another one for the dubious penalties panel of opinions, that one.
Well, what it is an opportunity for a hat-trick. See it again. There comes the challenge.
It's Hampden there. It's very tight. It's another tight one. The ball was definitely going non-way in the goal.
Aidan Nesbitt then with a chance to make it 3 for him and 5 for Celtic. He comes right-footed, side-foots it into the corner of the net, sending Liam Kelly the wrong way. He'll celebrate his 3rd goal of the night. Celtic celebrate their 5th of the night. Surely there's no way back for Rangers now, and it looks as if the Youth Cup is heading to Parkhead.
Yeah, pretty comprehensive. It's a solid pen down on that right-hand side, and the keeper couldn't do anything about it. And what a game it's been for Aidan Nesbitt, and topping it off with that penalty. And here it is again. And the keeper tried to make himself look big, but didn't really have an answer. Went the wrong way and just towards the right-hand corner. Not quite in the corner, but the keeper went the wrong way anyway. And that's number 5, and that's definitely game over.
And I think Stevie Frail there, yeah, celebrates the penalty. 5-1, job done, I think, effectively.
Absolutely. You see Scott Brown's commitment with it. You can tell he's committed to that club with the celebrations he was given, especially with the 4th goal as well. He's delighted down there, and a bit of work to do, a bit of ponderous thoughts for Ian Durrant, and see what happens for next season.
Can Rangers salvage something from this one? I think a trophy win is probably beyond them now, but at least a consolation as Mills crosses into the middle. Celtic get that one away. Rangers perhaps just with half a chance there if the shot would come in early from Sino, but he couldn't get the shot away. And now this is Mills, pushes it forward. Hardy's inside the penalty box, tries to get an effort towards goal, but once again Celtic tidy up and get this one clear.
It was again, Hardy's worked hard for the team, but not a lot of support, and a little half chance for him, but didn't quite find the space, did Ryan Hardy. And it's been a bit of a shame that he's not really had a lot to feed off in that final third.
Celtic really have dominated in midfield. They've looked sharper up front. They've got the talent going forward. At times perhaps they've looked a little bit fragile in defence, but by and large they've stood the ground. They've coped well with anything that Rangers have thrown at them. They have really been superior in all departments, as the scoreline at 5-1 suggests.
Absolutely, and I think although Rangers didn't concede a goal in their cup run all the way, they did have a tricky quarter-final in penalties, as it looks like another sub's going to be coming on. And yeah, I mean, I think it looks like Celtic have scored more goals.
Nesbitt gets that one across, looking for goal number 6, but it's flicked away off the head of Craig Halkett, who goes chasing out to the far side. A good challenge by Halkett eventually to put the ball out of play.
Good stuff. Celtic trying to get another goal. They had 13 before tonight. Then that tells that they've had a bit more impact up front in earlier games. They've had 1 or 2 tricky games on their way, tight encounters, but they have had the quality to score more goals and only conceded 1 on the run. So I think it looks like Celtic are just slightly further ahead than Rangers at this level at the moment.
Celtic try looking for goal number 6. It's Rangers will try to come forward without success. Donnelly looking for McMullen, not finding him. It's back by Mills and away by Kelly. Jamie Burrows, second half substitute, jumps. Once again, Celtic just tidy things up with Stuart Finlay. They're going to bring on Fiacre Kelleher in just a moment or two as Rangers try to cause some problems. And that's Kelleher a defender, so perhaps looking just to shore things up, try and maintain this 4-goal advantage that they have at the moment.
Well, I'm sure they'd want to keep the record, because that's only, with this goal tonight, it's only 2 goals they've conceded in the whole cup run. So, I mean, they won't want to give away a goal or two willy-nilly, and off comes the Celtic player to a great ovation, and the fans have turned up. The Celtic contingent are absolutely delighted, and a bit of a change with Kelleher coming on just to, as you say, shore things up and just add a bit of extra in defence to stop Rangers from getting a consolation.
Great effort there as Kelleher comes on. Republic of Ireland Youth International. Mills will take the throw for Rangers. Again, Celtic proving too strong in defence to win the free kick. As the ball is returned, so yeah, the man to come on is Fiacre Kelleher. Joined Celtic in December 2012. Initially with the under-17 squad, but a youth international at under-15, under-17 levels with the Republic of Ireland. Here comes Celtic again. From left to right. That's Nesbitt plays it back. It's delivered by O'Connell into the penalty area, taken there by Liam Kelly.
Just spiralled into the goalkeeper's hands, fairly comfortable, and I think some of the ideas have just run out for Rangers. Say they've had little spells of good passing possession in the first half and the second half, but not really enough threat up front.
And here is a chance, but the flag is up, and that one won't count. So not goal number 6 for Celtic.
Certainly was aware of maybe a little miscommunication in the defence. It was seemed to just catch the defenders out, and maybe not too far away, but maybe just slightly off. But the keeper made the initial save and nodded it in, but won't matter anyway. But Celtic have got the big enough advantage for them as it stands, so it won't matter too much.
Celtic have won a Youth Cup final by a greater leeway than the 4 they had just now. In fact, back in 2012 they beat Queen of the South in the final by 8-0. And just to give the Rangers fans who are watching something to cheer them up about, was Rangers actually won 5-0, but this could be 6-1. It's not, as the ball is first of all saved and then turned behind. And that's a corner kick. Rangers winning 5-0 back in 2007. But let's concentrate on what's happening tonight.
Yeah, fantastic run that was by Paul McMullen, away and past Craig Halkett, and the keeper made the stop. But look at that lightning in the pace and just completely doing the defenders there, and the goalkeeper just having to hoist it away, parry it away, and it's another Celtic corner.
On the far side, it is Nesbitt to take it. Plays that one in low, the flick just goes wide and behind for a goal kick.
The old cardinal sin of not really doing anything, not getting it really to the first man properly, but it won't matter for them at this stage. But Rangers still trying to battle on and try and get something going for a consolation.
We'd say their grip on this trophy, which they won last year, is extremely tenuous now. And we have about just over 8 minutes of the game, plus a little bit of time to be added on remaining, and it looks very much as if Celtic are going to make this win number 14 in the Scottish Youth Cup final. All Rangers have something to celebrate as the corner comes in. It goes towards Burrows. It's flipped out the far side though by Jamie Lindsay. Burrows chases, the ball goes out and Rangers have the throw. Taken to Aird. Aird delivers into the area, and again taken by Jordan Hart.
Again, fairly comfortable stuff. Wasn't a great ball in that time, and tired bodies, especially on the losing side, just tired minds that were looking to get off the pitch as quickly as they can. I'm sure some of the Celtic bodies are tired, but the energy will be restored to 100% as soon as the final whistle goes, when they're running, celebrating with mums, dads and brothers and sisters and those that have been lucky enough to get a ticket for tonight's game.
Well, Celtic enjoyed a run of 4 successive victories in this tournament before Rangers won last year. But it looks as if they're going to take that trophy back to what in recent years has become its more usual residence at Celtic Park, as they make another change. Calvin Miller coming on to replace Kieran Tierney. Off comes Tierney, on comes Miller.
Yeah, Tierney's had a very good game and on the wide and just floating about in and around the box has been an influential part of the goals that we've seen that Celtic have scored, and he should be pleased with his performance tonight.
Celtic still hunting that 6th goal as they try again. He's the man with 3 of them out of 5 so far. Nesbitt turns it back. O'Connell joining in the forages forward. It comes to him. It's a little bit heavy with the pass from Donnelly, and that one is behind for a goal kick.
Good bit of play, good bit of passing around there and around, but just not quite the one that they wanted in the end. So back to the goalkeeper, and I'm sure Rangers don't want to concede a 6th goal. They'll try and keep things shut for the last 5 minutes or so.
Whistle goes, free kick to Rangers. Dylan Dykes. Short one to Mills. Celtic have possession again. Owen O'Connell inside to Lindsay, and now a bit of space to work on that far side. Celtic stride forward. That one cut out. Played forward by Halkett. Chase now for Ryan Hardy. He gets away. Hardy with a chance. Saved by the keeper, and he goes down and grabs it. The ball had crossed the line. It's a corner kick. But an opportunity there for Ryan Hardy, and a good save in the end by Jordan Hart to deny him. Yeah, good ball through, and Hardy done well to sort of keep hold of it. It was some pace on it, and probably out of all the Rangers players, for at least working hard by himself up front, deserves a goal, Ryan Hardy, but not quite to be this time. Corner then for Rangers. By Aird, headed away. Rangers will try again, this time through Cinnamon. Towards Burrows, and the header goes behind, but the flag was up in any event, and that's a free kick to Celtic.
I think a little bit of a push there signalled by the referee on Jamie Burrows, just a little push in the back of the Celtic defender, so that's a cheap one to give away.
Jamie Burrows, 20 years age, born in Jersey, signed in 2011, suffered a bit of time out through injury not long after he arrived at Ibrox, but still hopes for the future. Here come Rangers again. Mills, been quite impressed actually with Jamie Mills' performance for Rangers tonight. Burrows tries to chip that one through to Walsh, doesn't come off for him. But I think the really impressive performances have probably come within Celtic ranks.
Absolutely, McMillan, Donnelly, Nisbet. Donnelly's had the headlines with all the goals he's scored in this cup competition, but Aidan Nisbet's took on a couple of belter of goals, and Tierney just came off. But you see, the Fusiliers worked hard. Mabu had a good first half despite the challenge. You see, Jamie Mills has worked quite well up that channel, and in the second half, in a way, Tom Walsh as well, and Ryan Hardy's worked very hard. So many players on both sides have played well. Rangers have worked hard but not had much of an end product in the final third, with the one up front really policy that they've had, and Celtic they've just been lethal in that final third, and that's been the difference.
Rangers trying to come forward again. It's a real battling work there by Scott Roberts, but he loses out in the end. And now that one's pushed wide, and there's space down that far side for Celtic, and they choose to play the ball inside. Celtic in charge, as they have been for most of the match. And now O'Connell. Rangers managed to regain possession. Forward comes Walsh. Burrows sets off down this near side, but the challenge was good. Coming in from Kelleher, and the ball out of play. Mills just let that one get away from him, and holding back Luke Donnelly, and that's a free kick to Celtic as we tick towards the full-time whistle. Just a couple of minutes and a bit of injury time, or time added on. And Celtic, perhaps just they've slackened the pace a little, I think, but with a 4-goal advantage you can hardly blame them.
No, absolutely not. They've certainly in the second half they've slowed down in a way. Most of the second half they've not had to rush and get goals, but they did when they had to, and they had the chances. They did score the couple of extra goals, but it's been Rangers to try and chase, but they've not really had enough product in the box. It's been of enough quality.
That one knocked away. Celtic will try again. Here come Rangers though. Last gasp consolation goal for them, not to be that time. Although they'll try again. This is Roberts trying to find Hardy, doesn't succeed. In steps Dykes, gets that one through. Chance now perhaps for Hardy, cuts that one back. Opportunity for a goal, and it's in the net from Dylan Dykes. So a late consolation for Rangers, their second goal of the evening. Celtic failing to cope on that occasion. Dykes the man to put the ball in the back of the net, and the scoreline: Celtic 5, Rangers 2.
Good ball from the left-hand side from Hardy, being supplier, and Dylan Dykes done well controlling it. I thought he maybe just missed his opportunity, but it fell to him, managed to take it round the defender, and maybe a little help of Nico Finlay, and into the corner of the net, and rewards for work effort, if maybe not the final product at times, but a goal for Rangers, and rounds off at least a bit of consolation for them.
Well, the end of the match for the Celtic skipper Owen O'Connell as he leaves the field. It's a good shift put in by him, and 7 goals so far. Here comes the cross, and that's conceded for a corner. Well, a few candidates to choose from. We spoke briefly about man of the match before. As far as I'm concerned, it was going to come from the Celtic ranks, and I think we are agreed that the man to get it is indeed Aidan Nesbitt. 3 goals, a hat-trick out of Celtic's 5, but an overall superb performance by him.
Absolutely, I think with a couple of terrific goals in there, he's been the one that's got the goals. We could have given it to Luke Donnelly, but I think he's a lot applauded, especially the semi-final. Nesbitt with his goals, especially a couple of crackers. For me, man of the match.
There is Donnelly though, trying to get Celtic's number 6, driven back in again, and Rangers get that one clear.
Found the gap, found the space there, Ken, and not quite working out, but again, just maybe impacting on the tiring Rangers defence.
As often as not, it's quite often the man who scores the important goal or goals that gets the plaudits in the man of the match award. But I do think for some of the individual talent that Nesbitt has shown tonight, his goals aside, he's a worthy winner of that plaudit. It's a free kick to Celtic. I beg your pardon, free kick to Rangers.
Yeah, as you say, Ken, tonight Aidan Nesbitt has done the job. 3 goals, 2 absolute crackers, and definitely deserving. But great stuff up front, all round from Celtic.
Here comes Donnelly. Good ball as well. Chases on for Paul McMullen, and that was a speculative effort from McMullen. It would have been absolutely spectacular if it had gone in, but it didn't really cause Liam Kelly any problems.
Why not? Why not in the 92nd minute of play? Well wide of that right hand post, but worth a go when you're 5-2 up.
Goal kick taken. This is Jamie Burrows for Rangers. He's got Fraser Aird support on that far side, but Burrows going it alone until he's eventually dispossessed. So a throw for Rangers. Aird has it and gets it back again. Fraser Aird chips that one forward to Burrows. Nice flick by Burrows. Cinnamon delivers into the centre. Up goes Jordan Hart. Certainly Ryan Hardy was lurking there with intent.
Welcome to the party, just a bit too late. A couple of 3 really good chances, half chances at the end of this 90 minutes.
And that is the end of 90 minutes. It's the end of the Little Big Shot Youth Cup Final 2015. And it's Celtic who are celebrating. Stevie Frail, a happy man, so too Tommy McIntyre. And there's Scott Brown, who's played his part with the development squad this season. Ian Durant, not so happy tonight, and not surprisingly, but I don't think there's any doubt that, as the scoreline suggests, Celtic dominated this match virtually from start to finish, and I don't think the 3 goals advantage that they finish with in the end flatters them. At full time, the scoreline reads Celtic 5, Rangers 2.
Scotland respond quickly. Maloney is going to box in. Stephen Naismith scores. Maloney. Bannon for Fletcher. Stephen Fletcher.
Little Big Shot loves all things natural. But what is natural? No. It's a little drink packed full of fruit juice with added B vitamins and deep ocean water. Free from caffeine and taurine, Little Big Shot is simply a tasty drink made with natural fruit juice. Little Big Shot, a little drink bursting with big flavour. Available now.
It's Ross McCormack. He obviously went on, played for Rangers first team. He's also a Scotland internationalist. He's obviously went on and bettered his career since the Youth Cup final.
Have a look. Easy one. John Kennedy, very good player. Obviously it's inspiring, seeing obviously he's a coach now at Celtic, so seeing that he can go from where we're going to play into a coaching role, or even obviously had a great career without injury, but great player as well. Charlie Adam and Chris Buck, both of them have done extremely well. Charlie Adam's still playing the Prem, and Chris Buck, he's kind of spent most of his career in the Championship, but both done very well, and again both Scotland internationals. So a young Charlie Mulgrew, again same as kind of John, obviously he's filled it a bit more compared to that photo, but seeing players play it here to go and progress, play Champions League, Scotland caps, can only give us confidence.
It's Ian Durant. He's obviously a coach now at Rangers, but obviously again he went on to feature for Rangers first team and bettered his career, and obviously he's been working with Rangers first team, and then he's just recently dropped down to under 20s, so again very experienced.
John Maloney, similar, probably even more so. The fact that he's went down to England and been successful there, he's now playing in America, so again it can only give players like myself confidence to go and show on that stage how good a player he is.
So celebrations for Celtic, 5-2 victors on the night, and the end of a long season, or almost the end of a long season for them, and a successful one as well, certainly culminating in success tonight. Their 14th time that they've won the Scottish Youth Cup, and sweep tonight because they've beaten their rivals, their old firm rivals, Rangers. And Rangers have the long journey up to pick up the runners-up medals. I'm told there's not a worse trip to make than that in a cup final. But they played their part to the final. They managed to get a couple of goals, the last one coming just 2 minutes from the end through Dylan Dykes, and Rangers opener coming courtesy of Owen O'Connell. It's some consolation, I suppose, for the likes of Jamie Burrows to have a medal to show at the end of the season, but oh my goodness, how much he would have wanted that to be a winner's one. But there was only really one side in this competition tonight, and that was Celtic. The officials now being presented with their medals. Matthew McDermott, the referee, his assistants Jordan Patterson and Richard Murray, and the fourth official Graham Granger. And now it's the time that the Celtic players and their fans have been looking forward to. As the officials make their way down, the Celtic players get ready to make their way up the steps here at Hampden Park and lift the Scottish Youth Cup. And that trek begins, and it'll be with lighter hearts that they make the step or climb the steps here at Hampden. It's Owen O'Connell, the skipper, who leads the way, followed by his goalkeeper Jordan Hart, as they move towards the trophy itself. Shake of the hands, and Conor McManus lifts the trophy for Celtic and celebrates as Hart takes the cup, and it'll be passed down the line. Callum Waters is next, and a good end to a decent season. Stuart Finlay celebrates before passing the trophy along the line, and so it will go on, and they will enjoy every moment of it. Paul McMullen certainly played his part. So too did the one-goal scorer Luke Donnelly, and there's the proud coaching staff at Celtic Park looking on, including of course Scott Brown, second from right there. And this moment is one to savour for all the players who have taken part tonight and who've given the victory. None more so than Aidan Nesbitt, who's somewhere towards the back there. You can just see there with the number 10. Our man of the match, she scored a hat-trick and was an outstanding performer in this Youth Cup final. Celtic then celebrate, and the posse of fans who are here celebrate with them. The Little Big Shot Youth Cup winners in 2015, and now they'll make their way down and on to the stage which is waiting for them. Let's in the meantime remind us of the second half goals that helped clinch that victory here today for Celtic. They make their way first of all towards the podium. So after 72 minutes, Celtic were looking for their fourth goal, and they got it. And it was from Aidan Nesbitt from the pass from Luke Donnelly, who put that one into the back of the net.
Great finish there, Ken. Absolutely superb. Lovely ball across, just completely swiped out the defenders, and there he comes in for the strike. Terrific strike it was from Donnelly.
So that was goal number 4. That is live, as you can imagine. Celebrations on the podium for the Celtic winners, and everyone wants to play a part in that. Smiles all round. I think those celebrations could go on for some time tonight.
I think so, yes. Don't know what the school situation is like tomorrow, but definitely there'll be some celebrating on the road home, back to their homes, and as I say, with their parents and brothers, sisters and aunties and uncles and whoever's turned up for all them players. It's a real family celebration with all of them in the crowd, so they're going to do a little bit of an honour. I was going to say a laugh of honour, but not really a laugh.
It was the penalty that gave Celtic their 5th goal. The challenge by Halkett on the edge of the box, right on the edge of the box. Was it a penalty?
Oh, it's another tight one. I think it was nowhere near going in the direction of the goal, so I think it's a bit hard done by the Rangers there.
Aidan Nesbitt was the man who dispatched it into the back of the net. That completed his hat-trick, and it gave Celtic a 5-1 advantage. A shrug of the shoulders there by Liam Kelly. Rangers managed to get a late consolation. It was substitute Dylan Dykes who put the ball into the back of the net to bring their second goal of the evening, the first one having been an own goal from Owen O'Connell. And that wrapped things up as far as the goals were concerned here at Hampden tonight. 5-2 to Celtic in the end. The celebrations, though, continue. And as we said, I'm sure they will. Paul McMullen, the diminutive Paul McMullen, joining in on the left-hand side as the photographers take the pictures that will be appearing in your papers tomorrow. McMullen certainly played his part, not in the score sheet tonight, but certainly proved a real thorn in the side of Rangers. And so Celtic will continue to celebrate. And indeed the fans, those lucky ones who managed to get tickets through the club and the community and academy programmes who were at Hampden tonight, well, the Celtic fans certainly will have enjoyed things. We've enjoyed it too. We hope you have as well. Celtic 5, Rangers 2, the full-time score. And from Callum Patterson and myself, Ken McRobb, a very good night to you.
Scotland respond quickly. Maloney is going to box in. Stephen Naismith scores. Maloney. Bannon for Fletcher. Stephen Fletcher.
Little Big Shot loves all things natural. But what is natural? No. It's a little drink packed full of fruit juice with added B vitamins and deep ocean water. Free from caffeine and taurine, Little Big Shot is simply a tasty drink made with natural fruit juice. Little Big Shot, a little drink bursting with big flavour. Available now.